Hi, this is James Gill and welcome to the Science 9 program. Today we're going to be talking about cells and protein synthesis and how it's very much like a factory that makes iPads. So here we have a factory. It's got these factory walls all around it, which is very much like a cell and its cell walls. The cell wall keeps stuff inside the cell and protects it from the outside elements, like we're protecting the workers and all the equipment from the outside elements, and we're also providing some security, keeping stuff out that needs to be kept out. This doorway is closed. This doorway is open to allow some stuff like these iPads to be shipped out. So let's start at the head office. In this head office are file folders full of all these plans and blueprints to make things that are made by Apple. It could be all these different kinds of iPods, but we're only interested in making the iPad. So that's kind of like the DNA. It's got the instructions for everything. But in order to be efficient, we're only going to copy a part of the plans, one plan like the iPad's plans, and we're going to send that out to the assembly line floor. If we sent all the instructions at once, it wouldn't be an efficient way for the cell to produce all of its proteins. In the same way, it wouldn't be efficient for a factory to make all of its products at one time. We're just going to concentrate on one kind, the iPad in this case. So we make a copy and send it out. In a cell, that would be DNA copying one section of itself and sending it out through the office door or nuclear pore, and that's in the form of RNA. On the factory floor, there's an assembly line where different workers do a specific task along the assembly line before sending the completed product off to be shipped. In the cell, that'd be like the endoplasmic reticulum is the assembly line, and all along it, its workers are ribosomes. The ribosomes take the RNA instructions and produce the protein. So these workers know what the plan is by reading the blueprints and make the product, which is the iPad in this case. Then it gets shipped. Here we're representing a vesicle, the thing that ships proteins within the cell and also ships it out of the cell, as a forklift. In this case, it's going to ship it to this next department here. This department looks after packaging. So all these workers here are adding to the iPad things like headphones, the instruction manual, and the syncing and charging cable. In the same sense in the cell, the Golgi body packages proteins up to be shipped outside the cell membrane. But the Golgi body can also do some modification of the proteins, just the way the iPad's packaging is being modified by adding headphones and other accessories. And this whole process couldn't happen unless there was a source of energy. In a factory, that source of energy could come from generators like we're showing here. But in a cell, it comes from something called mitochondria, the little organelles inside the cell that uses the food from your diet and converts it to energy for your cell to produce things like proteins. So we've got our iPads modified, packaged, shipped up through that controlled opening in the cell so that only stuff's going out and nothing's coming in, and now the iPad is shipped. And that's how protein synthesis in a cell is very much like an iPad factory. I'm James Gill. Please check out more of our site for more resources to help grade 9 science students.